A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a dramatic escalation of federal immigration enforcement actions, Border Patrol and U.S. Customs and Border Protection clashed with protesters during raids on 2 cannabis farms in Southern California. The incidents occurred at Glass House Farms locations in Carpinteria and Camarillo, where federal agents, accompanied by National Guard troops in military-style vehicles, executed search warrants targeting alleged illegal employment practices. Eyewitness accounts and video footage revealed scenes of chaos as demonstrators gathered to oppose the raids, only to be met with crowd control measures that included the deployment of chemical munitions. Television images captured the tense standoff between uniformed federal agents and dozens of protesters. The use of smoke canisters, which appeared to disperse a greenish-white gas, sent protesters retreating in panic. Reports indicated that some individuals were injured, with emergency medical services dispatched to the scene to provide aid. Among those affected was Judith Ramos, a 22-year-old certified nurse assistant who described her experience of being caught in the chaos. "I got some in my eyes. I had to put milk on my face," she recounted, expressing concern for her father, who was working in the fields at the time of the raid. California's Governor Gavin Newsom took to social media to condemn the federal actions, sharing distressing images of children fleeing from tear gas during the raids. He criticized the tactics employed by federal agents, calling them inhumane and a violation of community values. Newsom's comments echoed the sentiments of local officials who were present during the raids. Democratic Representative Salud Carbajal attempted to gain access to the area but was denied entry by federal agents, leading him to express outrage over the militarized approach taken by IC. As tensions escalated, 2 members of the Carpinteria City Council were also caught in the fray, with one council member, Monica Solorzano, sustaining an injury after being pushed to the ground by federal agents. "We were just trying to be out here to support our communities," said Councilmember Julia Mayer, reflecting on the chaotic scene. The raids are part of a broader pattern of increased immigration enforcement in Southern California, where federal agents have targeted various locations, including car washes and parking lots, in an effort to apprehend undocumented individuals. This surge in enforcement has sparked fear and anxiety within immigrant communities, as families worry about being separated. In response to the raids, local officials have called for meetings to address the growing concerns regarding immigration practices in their communities. The City Council of Carpinteria, for example, has been vocal in its opposition to the aggressive tactics employed by federal agents, arguing that such actions only serve to create chaos and trauma among families. The federal government, however, has defended its actions, asserting that law enforcement is simply executing warrants in accordance with the law. A spokesperson for the Department of Homeland Security stated that the raids were necessary to uphold immigration laws and protect the integrity of the workforce. Despite the government's insistence on the legality of the raids, many local leaders and activists argue that the methods employed are not only disproportionate but also harmful to the fabric of the community. Mayor Luis MacArthur of Oxnard expressed his dismay over the aggressive tactics, stating, "These actions are causing unnecessary distress and harm." As the situation continues to unfold, the community remains on edge, grappling with the implications of federal immigration enforcement in their neighborhoods. The clashes at the cannabis farms serve as a stark reminder of the ongoing debate surrounding immigration policy, community safety, and the treatment of workers in the agricultural sector. With tensions running high, it remains to be seen how local leaders and residents will respond to the federal government's approach in the coming days. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.